practice. Well, Las Vegas said, hold my beer and watch this. It is very bad out here right now. All the teams concerned about this, paying attention to it. The drivers I spoke to when they got in the race cars said they were still going to get after it because they had to learn their cars one way or another. But turn 3, very much a concern. Keep an eye on that in this practice.
That's because that wind is blowing straight down the back straightaway at 40 or so miles per hour. And when you roll off into turn 3, well, that car is going to be wind aided going into that banking.
Speeds are always bad fast out here at Las Vegas. All but wide open with the old car. A little bit more horsepower under the hood. Going to be interesting how these guys can navigate through the corners on the throttle. Maybe probably not using any brake at all. All that scrub speed, Mike.
Kyle Larson goes to the top of the chart with Joey Logano. Larson picking up right where he left off last week in California. Here's a look at last week's winner. Not without controversy for the second week in a row. The Cup race ends with teammates angry at one another, one in victory lane and one wondering what might have been. It was Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney in Daytona. It was Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott in California.
He must be fast. That's the second car he's passed in one lap.
That was Eric Almirola, who's had a good start to this season.
Very solid, competitive, right down to the end, right? Showing up at the end of the races, 2 top 10s. That's how you get yourself established. You want solid finishes. Obviously, you want to be in victory lane, but it's so important to get started off on the right foot. Certainly, Eric and his team have done that with the 10 car.
Joey Logano to the top of the chart over Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. Oops, William Byron. And here's a look at Almirola. Boy, these paint schemes. They used to be paint schemes. And in the case of the 24, they often still are. But usually it's a vinyl wrap on these cars. And week to week, they look completely different.
Well, Mobil 1 colors are certainly good looking this weekend. They chose a good paint scheme, whether it's paint or not.
What's the name of the flying red horse?
Pegasus.
Yeah.
So, did you guys hear that? I finally had something on Mike. I knew that. He gave me a layup, though. He really did.
It's all good. William Byron is fast.
William Byron was fast last weekend. I talked to Kyle Larson throughout the week, and I was asking him a few things, and he told me that Willie B probably had a better car than he did that won the race. And looking back on it all, I agreed with